outside of ICE facilities.
Mhm.
These protests are allowed.
Yep.
But they're perfect targets for the far right fascist militia gang groups that you would expect to see the Jews will not replace this crowd.
Right, yeah.
Who were targeting Charlottesville, the people who were protesting against all this stuff during the first Trump administration.
Mm-hmm.
So my question to you. Where are those kind of protests? Where are those guys?
Well, here's what I think is going on, Chris.
Okay.
The reason why you don't see them showing up to the protests outside of the ICE centers is that they're all busy working for ICE.
Wow.
I think
Wow.
that's what they did. Like
that's the answer.
I think that is the
I
answer.
also agree.
Because I mean, here's the thing, right? Okay, so the One Big Beautiful Bill Act, right? Part of it involved just this massive expansion of money going towards ICE, right?
Are they still getting paid during the shutdown?
That's a good question, actually. I mean, I would bet that they are, because I would bet that Donald Trump is very interested in breaking the law to make sure that they get paid. I don't doubt that he's moving money around to make that happen, regardless of the law or the Constitution.
Yeah.
That said, I don't know. I am speculating, and I may be irresponsible to do so. But yeah, so like all that money going in to hire people, right?
Yeah.
And, offering huge bonuses and very attractive wages. And who's going to take them up on that? Because if you're going to take that job, you know that the point of that job is going to be to, throw women to the ground and grind their faces into the asphalt. Your job will be to, beat fathers in front of their children. Your job will be to kidnap 1-year-olds and drive off.
Ignorance. You
Yeah.
can't claim ignorance.
That's the thing.
It's all over television. It's all over social media.
Your job will be to be a thug.
Yeah.
Your job will be to commit crimes.
Yeah.
Because if you are a duly appointed officer of the law in the United States and you engage in violence that is not covered by some applicable statute, right? Like if you use unnecessary force and what have you, like that's a crime. Like if you assault someone and you don't have a legal defense for it, that's a crime, right?
Like the person who killed George Floyd.
Well, exactly, right? So basically, you know what you're signing up for, which is to, possibly go to jail if things don't shake out the right way,
Right.
because you're going to commit crimes. And if you are ashamed of that, well, then you do things like wear masks, don't you? Because, the thing is, they're not wearing masks to protect themselves against, the George Soros left or whatever the hell, I don't even think they're wearing the mask to protect themselves against being doxxed online and
Really?
identified. I mean, I think that's part of it, because who wants their loved ones and friends to know what kind of a monster you are in real life?
Yeah.
People work pretty hard to try to people on Instagram, they use filters to make themselves look better, not worse, Chris.
Yeah. But surely they would notice when you turn up with a brand new car because you got a $50,000 signing bonus and you went from making $14,000 a month.
Yeah, but that's
$150,000 a year.
That's very easy. You just tell your friends, it's okay. I'm in a perfectly reasonable line of work. I've become a cocaine pimp. It's fine.
I become a
cocaine pimp, exactly.
Wow.
And so, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is. Wow.
Yeah.
You're
It's
from the
a-
streets. You're really from the streets.
Exactly. There you go. There you go. It's a don't at me. It's a totally
It's a real
legitimate line of
phrase.
work, and I will stand up for the. No, I'm fucking kidding. Anyway, the moral of the story, right, is that I think one of the reasons why they're wearing the masks is that they can't be recognized by the courts.
Wow, that's a lot darker than I was thinking.
Well, I mean, think about this, right? If you're one of these people who's being caught on video using clearly unnecessary violence against innocent people, and there are not just immigrants who are being caught up in this. There are American citizens as well, who are clearly no physical threat and not presenting a threat, who are being met with, there was one woman who got throttled,
Yeah.
while she was being arrested by ICE. So if you're one of the people doing this, the second Trump's not president anymore, and he's an old man, the second a new government comes in
Yeah.
that maybe doesn't view crime as good.
Hell, the midterms.
Well,
if
yeah.
the midterms, don't go MAGA's way, you're talking about, the head of ICE, the head of Homeland Security coming in. I mean, we're a long way off, and it's a hope and a prayer to get enough people to impeach, or even a threat of impeachment, like serious impeachment, not just the House of Representatives being a little upset with you. I mean,
right, but getting like the Senate to convict. Yeah, and if the midterms go bad enough for them, right, there may be Republicans who start saying to themselves in the Senate, you know what? Look, I'm in the Senate. I want to keep being in the Senate, and Donald Trump is a busted flush. He's not going to last forever. And when he goes, there's going to be real questions about who did what under his criminal regime. And
that's just it.
Maybe it's time to start,
My question, not even my question, is like, so I when I thought about this yesterday, I was like, okay, they're hiding their faces because as soon as you out one of them as a Proud Boy or a 3%er, that dissolves the entire veneer of. That dissolves the entire veneer of respectability, and I'm not saying that they are respectable, but they are the federal government.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
And as soon as you say, "Oh, we are the federal government," but we have chosen to go after these people who were part of January 6th, who are insurrectionists, who are some of them will be criminals. We know that they're white supremacists. We know that we've gone to the worst kind of people to fill our ranks. And the problem is that because they use masks, we don't officially know yet.
Right.
But if the midterms go the way that I'd like them to go, then you can start subpoenaing and basically, drag people into Congress, get them underneath the oath in a committee room, and say, I need to know the names of every single ICE agent, and I want to know how they were vetted, because half these people obviously weren't vetted. They just turned up with a Trump pin on their chest, and here's 50 grand. Here's, can you do a couple pull-ups? And
it turns out a bunch of them can't, actually.
Yeah, a lot of them are not in good shape,
right.
Which makes me even more convinced that they're parties like far-right militias, these tactical walking around McDonald's with their freaking,
Look, man, I don't know about you, but I need my AR-15 to visit,
to get your Big Macs?
To get my Big Mac,
Big Macs?
Yeah, exactly, because, it's terrifying being surrounded by human beings, and clearly,
But I mean, I think that this all stems around this all is focused on the fact that they wear masks.
Yeah.
Like Chicago police so when they're in Chicago, the Chicago police don't wear masks, and they have to have cameras on them.
Right.
But ICE are all wearing masks, and when they're beating people up on the street, pulling people out of their cars, they're consistently pulling up their masks.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, if you what are you afraid of? First off, if you're going to hide your face, and you're in law enforcement, right? And second off, I wonder if a lot of them are doing it because they think, well, there's not going to be any more elections. We're just going to be the new secret police.
Yeah.
And,
I think a lot of them did think that. I think Tuesday was probably a nasty wake-up call for some of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think you need to keep thinking about, because this ICE thing isn't going away. If anything is pushed the Democrats ahead, it's, as always, it's what Trump has been doing.
Yeah.
And then I think it's now we are seeing the potential for Democrats to take a chance, be more progressive.
Yeah.
Because it works.
Yeah.
And New York has proven it works. It may not work the same in Iowa, but I think you can do a version of it in Iowa, and Alabama, and California.
And this is, I think, the thing, right? Because with Spanberger in Virginia, with Sherrill in New Jersey, right?
Yeah.
These aren't they're not really part of the left wing of the party at all. And yet, they have a lot in common with Zohran Mamdani in terms of basically, number one, putting affordability immediately at the top of things. Things are not working. Trump is why they're not working. We need to do things differently, right?
Yeah.
So it's a different style of politics to the sort of the Democratic old guard, right?
Yeah.
Which is one big thing. But the other thing is, I think it's not even an ideological issue. It's just a question of, do you understand the stakes? Do you understand what's going on here? And do you know that you need to do actual politics?
Well, or just have decent, real policies, not kind of obscure policies that I can't really put my finger on, which has worked for so long.
Yeah.
But it is a interesting topic to continue to think about.
Oh God, there's so much more to say, and who has time to say it? That's my question.